All right, so here is the nice person's guide for how to say no. So learning to say no is an important skill to keep us on track in times of change. And I would like to take a moment now to give you an example of my friend Jessica. So Jessica has the best of intentions when she sits down at her desk, but always ends up working late into the night. Now, most of her time is spent fixing other people's problems or dealing with urgent last-minute requests. She proofread her colleague's report when he was stuck with the wording. She lost track of time scrolling through social media, and then she dialed in for yet another conference call that could have been an email. Jessica always says yes when asked to help. Her average work week is 60 hours, and she is nowhere near reaching her personal goals for developing her own role. Not to mention her home life is suffering, her kids need more of her time, and she hasn't done anything nice for herself in ages. And yet, when a boss asks her to log in on the weekend, she knows she will drop everything to get it done. Does any of that sound familiar? During times of change particularly, you can find yourself pulled towards many urgent tasks, distractions and time-consuming calls. But if you were to keep on track, it is important to say no to the things that keep you from achieving your goal. Now, these can be other people's tasks, social media notifications, or even unnecessary meetings. As an assertive and self-confident person, you will be able to say no in a positive way without damaging your relationships or your reputation. Do not allow people to talk you into urgent tasks. You need to stick with a schedule and a plan of action, and do not deviate unless it is a true emergency. So in the example, proofing the colleague's report, that's not an emergency that you need to complete at once. Do your important tasks first. So saying no is so important for keeping control of your task list and remaining focused on achieving that big goal. So people think focus means saying yes to the thing that you've got to focus on, but that's not what it means at all. It means saying no to the 100 other good ideas that there are. You have to pick carefully. And Steve Jobs actually said that he was proud of the things that he hadn't done. So achieving your goal requires you to learn to say no. This may seem selfish or callous, but it's not possible to meet everyone else's needs. No is actually a message that can be delivered with positivity and goodwill, and you need to learn to say it kindly and firmly. So here we are, 5 ways that you can say no and still be a nice person. If you've got a pen, here's the list. Number 1, I'm uncomfortable doing that because. Or you could say no and then briefly clarify your reasoning. Third way is to empathetically repeat the request in your own words and then say no. Fourth way is to provide an alternative time or solution. And the last way is to say, as a rule, I don't. This is a really good way to provide a firm and clear way to say no. Now, disc profiling is a really important tool that can help you with wording your response to suit their style. You can access that free tool on our website here. Now, the key is to remain flexible, right? Even with the best laid plans, life happens. It's unpredictable, and inflexible people fall to pieces when things out of their control come along. But that is not you. You can be flexible, and it is a skill that you can develop. It means that you are not resisting the inevitable changes of life. It's not being passive, but it's rather about embracing the change. So if you get this right, you're going to reduce your stress levels and improve your work-life balance. So of course, a great example is happening right now with COVID-19. So you really need to remain flexible and find the opportunity in this challenge, and learning to say no while still being nice. That means that you will be able to keep yourself on track and focus on the important tasks of your work. You can shut down your laptop on time, spend the evening with your kids, and on Saturday, make some time for yourself to relax. Because you get that time to relax and unwind, you will have a ton of positive energy to bring to everyone else in your life, and so everyone benefits. So saying no, it's not limiting your opportunities, but rather opening you up to the right ones. So I really hope that this encourages you to find your voice and to say no in a positive and assertive way. If you haven't been able to take notes, make sure you check out the blog article, because we've got that list written down in really good detail. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Hit me up with any questions. And other than that, I hope you have a wonderful day.